Hello, America. Welcome to another presentation of Under the Macroscope. Today, I want us to take a close look at law and disorder. Yes, you heard me, law and disorder. Let me ask us a question. Is there anything against the quote law in America? Before we even attempt to answer that question, let's try to understand what a law is, or at least what it's supposed to be. Simply defined, a law is a rule that governs a community's behavior for the good of that community, and violations of that law carry meaningful penalties that have sharp, attention-getting teeth, if you will. Every law should be based on Colossians 3:25, which says, "But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done, and there is no respect of persons." That's the King James Version. What exactly does that mean? It means that whoever violates a law will face the assigned penalty for that violation, no matter who you are or who you claim to be. If that principle is not practiced without fail, then there is no law. I have heard it said that we are a nation of laws. I respect many of the people who have made that statement because they have proven themselves to be genuine keepers and protectors of the law. However, more often than not, there are those who have openly defied the law with impunity. If the biblical bastards who violate the law face no penalties for said violations, then again, I say there is no law. Again, if you do not know what a biblical bastard is, please read Romans chapter 12, verses 1 through 8. If you do not have a Bible, or if you cannot read, this is what it says. Biblical bastards have no regard for the sovereign authority of God, and they reject his chastisement. Therefore, they will have no part in the inheritance that God has established for his obedient children. I call them biblical bastards because the Bible itself describes what a real bastard is. It is not used in the colloquial sense where we call someone a quote bastard simply because we don't like them. If one has no respect for God, it is not reasonable to expect that person to have any respect for anyone else, including himself. Anyone with an ounce of integrity would never willingly present themselves as a biblical bastard. Consider these examples. Liars. Anyone who will lie will steal. Thieves. Anyone who will steal will lie. Manipulators, con artists, who are dumb and stupid enough to think that everyone else is dumb and stupid. They think that because they feel that whatever they say, people will take it and run with it. And they even brag about having this person or that person in the palm of their hands. Pray for them. Another category is sexual deviance. Please understand, any sexual activity outside of the confines of marriage, as God has established it for a man and his wife, is sexual deviation. Read your Bible. The list is endless. Even church houses, not the church. There is a huge difference between the two, church versus church house. They've aligned themselves with liars and thieves and such. I know that there are many people in this country who are sick and tired of those who pretend to love God, yet do the work of the devil. Many of those demons hold elective office, but work for the wealthy instead of the entire nation. They are weak and spineless cowards, supported in large measure by people like themselves, rich and poor, who don't even know who God is. They have obviously never read nor understood Revelation 21, verse 8. But the fearful, it says, and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake of fire and brimstone, which is the second death. In other words, these people already have reservations in hell. It has obviously become fashionable to lie, manipulate, and twist nonsense to persuade stupid people to join in that nonsense, no matter what the law says. Has America really become that stupid? I watched in disbelief during the confirmation, or better yet, the consternation hearings for Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, when several of her attackers had their might-all moments trying to discredit her using irrelevant propaganda, to put it mildly. I did not hear any of Justice Jackson's attackers ask her if she had ever sexually harassed anyone or disgraced herself in a drunken stupor in a public setting, nor did anyone step forward to accuse Justice Jackson of such. Or maybe I just missed that part of the hearings. The whole world saw a total disregard for relevant facts at a time when the rule of law should have been the order of the day. After all, we were only looking for someone to fill a position on the highest court in our nation. Anyone with at least one functioning brain cell knows that human decency should have been a part of that process. Thank God for Senator Cory Booker, who was the only one to come to Justice Jackson's defense. After the hate mongers blasted Justice Jackson for being everything that a Supreme Court justice should be, the brain-dead morons voted against her confirmation. You can't possibly get any dumber than that. Common sense and integrity still prevailed, however, and Justice Jackson was confirmed without the support of the idiots who tried to blast her out of the known universe. Yet, some of these same nasty dogs have become to the point where they feel like they can say when they get in trouble that they have protections under the quote law. What law? The one that you just trounced upon, trying to show your ignorant base that you are still their advocate, knowing that what you are doing is wrong, but right and wrong mean absolutely nothing to you by your own stupid display. Yes, America, this is the pitiful fall that we have taken as a nation at the hands of our stupid pseudo-patriots in government and in the ignorant segment of our society that continues to vote for dollar-based chaos. Yes, it's all about the dollar. The rule of law appears to come down to this. You contribute big dollars to my campaign, and I will push for everything that you bought with your contribution, with no regard for justice, Of course, unless I get caught with my hands in the cookie jar. I have noticed that when these creeps get caught, one of the first things they will cry is, "We broke no laws." They won't say that they didn't do anything wrong because they know that they did something wrong, but lack the guts and the integrity to admit it. Saying that we broke no laws simply means that we were operating under the authority of bogus legislation that we wrote for ourselves and our kind. So therefore, our bogus laws say that we are innocent. So when you buy whatever we want, no matter who gets hurt, that should be all right. There was a scene in Mark Wahlberg's movie, Shooter, where Ned Beatty's character, a U.S. senator, as he would put it, said, "There are no Sunnis, no Shiites, no Democrats, no Republicans. There are only the haves and the have-nots." Was he fictitiously describing America and the rest of the crooked world who play the same stupid big dollar games that often cost innocent people their lives? The haves get protection from paying their fair share of taxes, buy whatever they want that should never be for sale, spend billions of dollars for a brief ride in, quote, space and such, while real Americans struggle to eat, have decent places to live, provide medical care for their families, send their children to college since they can't afford to buy their children's way into a, quote, prestigious college or university, and often work 2, sometimes 3 jobs to pay for it all, and often still die in debt. Maybe it's just me, but it appears that the only thing that is against the law in America is being poor. Just another Mackian observation. Thanks for listening. Follow me on Facebook at Under the Macroscope. You may also follow me on YouTube at Mac McRae. Please subscribe and share. And if you wish, you can make a contribution of your choosing by using the QR code on the screen. You may also write to me at Mac McRae, P.O. Box 403, Pineville, North Carolina, 28134. See you next time. And remember, under the macroscope, we take a closer look.